Good evening.
Good evening. How are we doing?
Welcome to Finnegan's. Cheers.
This is.
Cheers.
I'm not sure about this one, so.
What are we drinking today?
We're drinking. Oh, what's going on here?
Turn your phone
Yeah.
down. Oh,
I'm not sure about this one.
turn the volume down.
What's going on here, Tom? We're drinking Heineken.
We're drinking Heineken. It's not nice.
Silver.
Heineken. Should have gone for Heineken Gold because this is not
No,
good.
if it was
whatever
gold,
this is.
it'd be a nugget, wouldn't it?
Oh, let's not start that already.
I mean, it.
It's okay. Let us know what you're drinking. Let us know you're watching in the comments, how you're doing. It's great to have you guys with us. We've got Miriam with us.
Hello, Miriam.
John Bywater, who is also Ray, saying, is the bar open? It's open.
It's open. We're
It is
open, yeah.
We're in,
open,
mate.
yeah.
Pull up a stool.
Yeah.
Have
You're
a
a
seat.
member, you know.
Evening to our regulars.
Yeah.
Lovely to have you with us. Let's put that down like that. Here we go. Who else have we got in? We've got Pete. Nice to see you, Pete.
Yeah.
Mikey's in. Great news.
What?
Alan's on holiday next week.
Oh.
Again, 2 holidays in the space of a month, is it?
Well, when you think you're going to die, Tom, you think, like, I'll spook a holiday.
Oh, these Baptist ministers get good holidays, don't they? Blimmin' heck. So,
Yeah.
Alan's on holiday next week, sunning himself. So,
We've got a guest.
we've got a guest
Host.
presenter. Host.
Presenter.
Yeah,
Sounds better.
does.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Mikey Ferguson.
Mr. Mikey Ferguson.
He was a hit, wasn't he?
He was a hit.
He was a big
He was
hit.
a
So,
hit.
Mikey's back again.
Mikey is back.
Next week,
Yeah.
co-hosting.
Sitting
so,
here
Mikey.
on this chair.
And Alan's leaving us the keys to Finnegan's. So, we will be in here.
Yeah.
Wow, unobserved. This is our guest of the week, sneaking in at the moment, late, as always.
Only you can say that.
Only I can say that.
You won't
So
get
let's-
away with it, but you can say it.
Well, let us sit down and get settled in.
Before we say hi.
Here we go. Tao said his feet. You mean? Oh, his feet. So tell us about the feet, Alan. This will
the
definitely
feet.
happen.
Oh, this will definitely happen.
It will
yeah.
definitely happen.
Yeah, I reckon my feet are my redeeming feature. So what I do? No, I'm not saying they're good.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they're my redeeming feature.
Well,
so
quite
what I
possibly.
do is my feet have an adventure.
Very good.
And they holiday. I don't go. It's just my legs and my feet.
So we'll show you a few pictures of Alan's feet next
Yeah,
week, which will
probably,
be
yeah.
fantastic. So that's good. It's Steve saying it's Wednesday night. It is Wednesday night. That means it's Finnegan's.
It is Finnegan's. Which Steve? I can't see Tom.
Steve
What are these?
O'Brien. He's in
right,
for it.
Steve.
So it's good to see him. Good to see him. Here we go.
Glad.
Let's see. We've got Chris in as well, and she says she's drinking a glass of fermented grape juice.
Oh, well done,
Oh,
Chris.
teacher. She's a teacher. So that is teacher code in the classroom, she says. So if you say, "Court, these kids are driving me nuts. I'm going to
Yeah.
have a few fermented grape juices tonight."
Yeah.
All the kids are like, "Oh, what's happening?" What was
Can
she
I have
going
one of them,
about?
mitt?
Very good, very good. And
Yeah.
Miriam says this is making us smile, which we're happy about because I know.
Yeah.
I think Miriam's stuck at home at the moment with
Is she not well?
COVID. I think so.
Oh,
bless you, Miriam.
Bless you, yeah.
Great to have you join us. Let us know what you're drinking, where you're coming from, where you're watching
where
from.
you're watching from.
That'd
yeah.
be great.
Yeah,
But we've got Emski in tonight.
We have,
Let's say
we
it.
have.
Let's go straight over and say hello. Here she is.
There she is.
Hello. Do
Hi.
I wave to you or the camera?
Wave to either.
Either.
Wave to us and then the camera.
And she's off to a good start. But it's great to have you here.
Yeah.
It's good
Fab.
to be here. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Bigger than
And,
I thought.
I mean, you're the first girl we've had as a guest spot here for
Yeah.
the girls. So
Yeah.
you know,
You are, yeah.
that's great.
Very good.
Yeah.
Her name's already on the wall,
Emma's
Tom.
name is on the wall.
It is on the wall, so it'll be a case of whether she stays on the wall or we scrub it off.
It could go, and there will be no
No
know,
favouritism from you.
no favouritism. I mean, if this has been a bit of a man cave for us thus
Yeah,
far,
it has, yeah. So,
I've
like,
got to say, it's possible that she may not make it.
yeah, I mean, because they're messing with us, aren't they?
Yeah,
Turning
and it's
up
not
in
just
our-
down to
our
us.
safe space.
Klopp's
Klopp has
going to
a
have a
go.
say.
Yeah.
You're going to have a say at home. So, I don't know. What are you nervous, Emski? What are you thinking?
I'm not thinking. I'm just enjoying the moment.
Wow,
Live life in the moment.
that's it. Fantastic.
It's like a
Profound.
Tom's top
It
tip.
felt, I was about to say that. It felt a bit like Tom's tips there.
tips.
But,
It's Tom's top tips.
You leave the wisdom to me now, okay? Emma's.
You get it
I
from
can't
me.
even think. I can't think of any alliterations to do
No,
with
neither
Emma.
can I.
So we'll leave that one there. So what we thought we'd do, okay? So Emma's going to be talking a little bit about her music later, and a little
Yeah.
bit about a new album coming out, and she's actually got a gig So she's got a gig where she is going to be releasing the new EP. Tell us a little bit about where that gig is, Em, and when it's happening.
The gig is on Friday, the 8th of July, 7:30, at a lovely little venue called Leaf in Bowl Street, on Bowl Street in Liverpool. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Very
So
good.
what we're going to do is, for our listeners, basically, what we want you to do is to share this video.
Yeah.
So if you share this video now on Facebook or YouTube or wherever you're watching, if you click share it with your friends, then let us know in the comments you've shared it. Emma's going to write your name into the hat, and at the end of the episode, you've got a chance to win 2 tickets.
2 free tickets.
2 free tickets to see Emma at Leaf on Bold Street in Liverpool.
Previewing her album.
The album's not actually technically released there, but you're getting an early listen.
The venue is too cool for me.
It is very cool. Alan's going to stick out like a sore thumb. So you know,
it's just too cool for me.
But you watching at home,
you fit.
I can see the way you're fit.
Yeah.
You'll be perfect. So there's a chance to do that. So you can start doing that now. Give this video a share. Whack it in the comments and click shared. Margs has already shared. Very good. Ray saying, have you bought your guitar, Emma, tonight? Have you bought your guitar tonight, Emski?
I have not bought my guitar. I bought my guitar.
It's okay though, Tom. We've got one in the church merch.
Grab the guitar, Emski.
Probably all right for me, you know.
Go on.
It's got no strings, Emma. No strings attached, but it's, you know, church merch, you know.
Don't be shy.
This is what got left behind for us.
Must be all right, Ray.
Look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
Give us a song.
Probably do something on that.
Yeah.
Give me a little practice.
Yeah, we gave you a little heads up about that. So anyway, let us know if you've shared it. And that's great. We're seeing people sharing it. Dave shared it, Ray's, but give it a share. Tony McVeigh shared. Give it a share, and then we will. You're in a chance to win 2 tickets, 2 free tickets.
So,
yeah,
we've got to move on to this, haven't we?
I mean, look at what Klopp's wearing. He's making an absolutely show of himself there. No. The debate is, if you've not picked up on this, where have you been? Hiding under a rock. But the debate is raging.
It is raging.
I mean, it feels like we've started something that might
There's been a kick
divide a nation at a time when we're struggling already.
Yeah. When we want to pull people together.
Yeah.
You said new guy.
And this is what it's all about. Okay. So what is one of these? And it is quite obviously nougat.
Not well.
Easy,
Klopp.
simple.
Klopp.
Nougat.
Klopp is with me, and he thinks it's nugget.
He doesn't.
Don't you?
He doesn't.
Don't you?
You don't think it's. You do not.
You do think it's nugget, don't you?
I would say so.
Yeah. See,
you're agreeing that it's nugget with this buffoon.
No. He's right.
I am right. He's not right.
Thanks, Jürgen, lad.
I don't want to get accused of any sort of racism, but I think this could be a simple thing, that this is not Klopp's first language.
Is my English that bad?
It is. It is. Try harder.
Sorry.
Oh, he's getting a bit touchy now.
Yes, isn't he?
I'm all for it, Jürgen. You're on my side, like, cause you know how to say nugget. That's
do you know
it.
what?
That's it.
We've been asking people, haven't we?
We have.
We've been asking people.
We asked the nation.
We asked the nation, and the nation responded.
The nation has spoken.
They've spoken.
Yeah.
And so we want to share. We want to tell you what they've said. So here we go. This is what the nation have said.
Is it nugget or nougat?
I reckon it's nugget.
Well, naturally, it's nougat, isn't it?
It's nugget.
Every day, isn't it?
Every
Nugget
day,
all day long.
All day.
So, what do you call this? Is it a nougat or a nugget?
A nugget.
Nugget is right.
But that was the back of it. You never showed me the front.
So how would I pronounce that word? Well, originally, without any help, I would have said nugget, which is not right. It's not right. It's an incorrect way to say it. Thinking about it, I probably would have said nougat. So that's
Why
how I
did
would
you
say
change
it,
your mind, lad?
representing
You were
South
right
nougat.
first.
Tom, how would you say it?
Thank you.
Nougat. Well,
Thank you.
A moment to remember.
Took a moment to remember, but
Took a
nougat.
moment to remember.
Papa,
That's because it's
what would you
wrong.
say?
I'll go for nougat.
Okay.
Of course you would.
Unless it's gold, in which case it's a nugget, yeah.
Of course.
So that's 3
Perfect
nougats
sense.
over here. We've got one person from the Midlands, one from East Anglia, and a Kevin from the South. Current name
Well
Kevin.
played. Well played, gentlemen.
Sometimes I say nougat, but
It's a new one.
quite often more than that I just say nugget. Probably because I'm from Manchester and I can't pronounce my T's.
It's nuggets, you nuggets.
Oh.
This is a nugget. If you call it a nougat, You're a Tory.
It is
Wow.
100% nugget.
It is.
So, Tom, stop being a nugget and have a nugget.
Nuggets.
Wow.
It's quite simply nougat. So I have it with caviar.
You can have it with caviar. You can.
It's nuggets.
Thanks, Ray.
nougat.
It's nuggets.
It's nougat.
It's nuggets.
Nougat.
You're a Tory.
Right, Nick, is it nougat or nugget?
Well, of course it's nougat.
Well, would be, wouldn't it, Nick? Yeah. Stop it, lad.
You Tory.
Is it nugget or nougat?
I love it. I love
He
it.
called me a Tory.
I know. It's just
Wow.
it's getting
This is good.
very
This is
heated.
getting
It's getting
kick off.
very heated. And look at this mug. We've already we're thinking of a new line of merchandise. Our friend Alison made this one for us, so you can be drinking your cup of tea in the morning out of a if you say nougat, you're a Tory mug. And Klopp
Klopp's got the
comes
t-shirt. That's
only comes an extra large, but that is we have Prima Donna to thank for
Prima
that. don't
Donna,
we?
yeah.
Our
He's
local
done that
business.
for us, yeah.
Done a great job there.
Yeah.
So let us, I don't think this is going to be settled.
You said you had a video.
Oh yes,
That was going to nail it, but I'm
Do you know what?
still not having it.
I think
I'm still not having
Laura.
it.
I don't think I've met Laura. I don't think I've
met
had the
Laura.
pleasure, but she strikes me as a lovely young lady.
I
And
spoke at their
frankly,
wedding, and
there you go.
definitely she's batting.
But
To get Mikey, defo.
she's back. Wow, you don't usually hear that one framed with the woman batting
Yeah,
for the man.
exactly.
But I'd say
That's
the other
'cause
way
she's
round,
posh.
surely, of course. Well, no. So Mikey's,
She's a Tory.
So Mikey's batting then.
He called her a Tory, not
But
me.
Mikey's batting.
No.
Like he's getting someone above his station.
No.
No, the other way around.
Yeah,
He's
defo.
sticking with it, Laura. He's
Scouse is
sticking
the
with
top
it.
of the tree, mate.
Well, she's definitely batting, mate, says Mikey. So
That's
there
right,
you go.
Mikey, told
It's
you.
Well, I mean, those two are just... I think this could cause the division in the marriage there. But Laura,
Yeah, well,
I like
hopefully.
you a lot. I've not met yet, and you're speaking such wisdom. And I think Laura actually shared this link on our on one of our socials this week. And when I saw it, it was mic drop moment where I thought
Oh, right.
she's nailed it on the head. So
No,
here
I'm not
you
having
go.
it.
Have a little look at this one.
Bonjour. We are
Bonjour.
looking at how to pronounce with the typical French pronunciation the name of this family of confections made with sugar and honey, roasted nuts, whipped eggs
fella can't
whites,
even
and
talk.
sometimes
This fella sounds like
chopped
someone I
candied fruit.
respect.
The
Wonderful
consistency of
accent.
nougat is chewy and it is used in a variety of candy bars and chocolates. The word nougat itself comes from Occitan, the language of the south of
Occitan.
France, that says pan nougat, seemingly from Latin panus
Okay.
nugatus or nut bread. Essentially, the Latin translation of nougat is nut bread. So this is essentially a French word now. How do you go about pronouncing it? In French, it would be nougat.
Okay,
Nougat.
French.
The
What's he going to say
T
for
now
English,
at
though?
the end of nougat
Yeah, but he's
is
French.
definitely
Wait a sec,
silent,
just wait a
so
second.
do not pronounce it. Nougat.
Okay.
Nougat. But in English or American,
Here we go.
I suppose you could say nougat.
Why would you put an
Nougat.
R on?
There you
Nougat.
go.
Yeah,
Or
but
in
he's not
French,
English.
nougat.
So
If
he's
you
got
want to
no
know more
idea
about
how we
to
speak.
pronounce French cooking terms and
I mean,
all French
it's- how long is
produce,
this
here are many
video?
more
If you
videos that you
voted
should
to
watch
remain,
next.
that's what you were after.
Anyway, it's that. Wow. I don't think this could be categorised as a political podcast.
It's not.
Throwing out Tories and Brexit
Yeah.
left, right, and centre. But anyway, that solves it, doesn't it? That absolutely
No,
solves
that
it.
does not solve
So
it. He's
we're
French. He can't speak
Move on.
English.
We're done.
He literally can't speak
Mark
English.
said-
He
look,
speaks English as
my
much
mate
as I
Mark-
speak French.
done. Easy. My mate Mark said, contact the supplier and get this answered once and for all. Well,
Oh. Yeah, but it's probably a French supplier. I'm not having it, Mark. No,
see,
I'm not having it.
I tell you what,
Not
I'm trying here to
You
help
say loads
Liverpool.
of things wrong.
I'm trying to educate.
He tried to get me watching a film, right?
a film. Go on, sorry.
Film.
Carry on.
Right? He tried to get me watching a film, and he kept saying, "Have you watched Warrior?" And I'm like,
Warrior.
da. And I'm like, Warrior? Sounds like depressing. And he's like, and he's what he meant was Warrior.
You're saying what? Clear
No,
this
warrior.
because you're saying warrior as in I worry, and I'm saying
not.
warrior
I'm
as in
saying
the wonderful
warrior.
film featuring
Which
Mr.
is like
Tom
about
Hardy.
fighting and that. But you're
Watch it.
saying
If you want to
Warrior.
watch film to watch it, but not while this is on later.
Emma, I don't know how you put up with him. How do you even understand him?
What-
How do you understand him?
I mean, yeah, I've stopped correcting you now, haven't I?
Oh.
Must have took ages to even know what he was saying.
It does.
Yeah.
Try making them say girl.
Go on, say girl.
Well,
go on. Oh, this is fun now. Thanks,
this
Ed.
feels a little bit bullying now.
No, it's not bullying.
All
at
right,
all.
so-
It's just an observation, Tom.
So this is how
it's
you
not
say
criticism.
"girl."
What?
Girl.
No.
Well, it worked with you because I was like, "Hey, girl, get on over
Say
here."
girl. It's girl.
Is he not saying it like he used to?
Girl.
Girl.
Is
Girl.
what he really says.
Is that what you say?
Girl.
See?
That's fine. Okay.
We go to snooker
All right.
hall, which is at close by proximity, and his name is Tom Brown
Tom.
because
Well,
he can't even say his own name.
this is what gets me. I say Tom Grant without fail when I go to play a game of snooker,
Yeah.
and I spell it. I go Tom Grant, Grant, and I think Alan's paid him because
I
without
haven't, I
fail
swear.
they then go
Hands on
Tom
heart.
Brown. I'm like, no, not Brown, not Brown. I spelt it.
Tom Brown, spelled Grant. You can't even spell now.
Anyway,
I think.
well, I'm glad we've settled that.
We haven't
one.
settled it. It's not settled. Oh no, unless it's nuggets, we haven't settled.
Right.
Right.
Furious. Well, anyway. Lots of people
my name's
watching
Alan.
from different places. This is Alan. I'm Tom. Believe it or not, we are both Baptist ministers and we are both employed.
Yeah. I have no idea how.
Still, after all this
even
time.
today.
And so you've lots of people watching. It's great to have you. People letting us know where you're from, where you're watching. But I think my dad. Do you know what? My Ray's mate from
Fortaventura, was it?
Fortaventura's watching. Alan's next door neighbour Craig is watching. So
Yeah.
we've got lots of regulars. We're loving this community we're building at Finnegan's, and it's really good. And I think even my dad is watching from sunny Bulgaria. So check it out. This is where Dad is. Look at that.
No water in that pool, Otto.
I know.
Needs to
What's
sort
he
that out,
doing
doesn't he?
there?
Hey.
Listen to those birds.
Oh, that's nice, Dan.
That's nice. Oh, it looks
Just a
very
bit of
peaceful,
quiet.
that, doesn't it?
Yeah, it needs
very
to do the garden as well,
that's
tell him. I know it's a bit hot, like, but get the garden
Crack
sorted.
on.
Yeah, come on, Dad. Sort the grass on.
So it's nice to have so many people, different people watching from different places. Oh, Craig's here. There he is, Craig.
Well,
Here
Craig.
we go. Great stuff, lads. Very good. And we've got Miriam's in St Helens. You don't win with St Helens. We've got Bulgaria.
Yeah.
Mikey, I don't. Is that how he's tried to write what I say for Gal? Gal.
Yeah. Brown. That's all. He's just put brown. Everything he
Look at
says
that.
is just brown.
Dad says the storks are flying around as well.
Oh, he's living it large there, isn't he?
The dream,
Aye.
isn't he?
What a
Living
guy.
the dream.
What a
Right.
guy.
What's next?
I can't remember. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're saying what's been happening this week.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
So what have people been up to? What have you?
Well, we had Father's Day, and I got a card, Tom. I've got it here somewhere. I got a card, and it says,
Show everyone. Don't know if you can see that.
it says, to the best dad ever.
Ever.
Happy Father's Day. That
Very
was nice,
good.
wasn't it?
That's a bit awkward,
Best dad
'cause-
ever.
well,
best dad ever.
I've
Tom.
got what I would say is a bigger card, which says, "You're number one." So you can't be the best dad ever if I am number one. There we go. Put that there.
Talk about raining on me parade there, Tom.
You
Like,
can't even
Yeah.
see me there.
yeah.
Put it-
I got another card because I got more than one card, though, Tom.
Go on, show me the
How
other
many
one.
kids have you got, Tom?
That can't stay there, can it?
Did you get three?
Three.
3 kids.
I even beat you on the number of kids.
One card. 3 kids. One card.
That's a big card, though.
And we all know who bought the card, don't we?
That's the other thing to say, because Father's Day, essentially, and I'm glad we've got Emma here, because up until I don't know what age, but it's not quite my kid's age. If you get a Father's Day present, we all know who buys it, don't we?
Yeah. What did you get?
It's not. Oh, what did I get? Socks. What were you thinking? Socks.
You love socks.
I do love socks, but the problem is when you buy novelty socks, they say Happy Father's Day.
Yeah.
You can't wear them all year round, can you?
No,
You can
can't.
only wear them once.
Once
Because
a
I
year.
did wear my Christmas socks once to church when it wasn't Christmas season, and Alan, you hammered me on that.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you need hammering, don't you, for wearing Christmas socks in July.
Not only a Happy Father's Day socks, but also a T-shirt. So obviously, again, I can
seen
only
the
wear that
t-shirt
once,
last-
and I did. I wore it on
You
Father's
won it
Day.
on Father's Day. I got this card.
Okay.
off my other daughter. So I got
Yeah,
2
go
cards,
on.
Tom. And this one's, hey, Dad, here's your annual reminder of what an amazing kid you have.
Nice, look at that. And what I want you to notice is she left the price on.
She did.
She couldn't even be bothered to peel the sticker off.
No,
So there you
Father's
go.
Day finished.
Happy Father's Day.
I got a Mowgli cookbook.
Do you know what? That's not a present for you.
No, it's not.
That's a present for Joyce.
No,
and
that's
the
a
kids.
present for them.
Because they want you
They want me
to cook for them.
For them, yeah. No, I get that.
What a
I
selfish
got some chocolate
present.
as well, though, and bits and
But
pieces.
you're on Slim and Well diet, aren't you?
And I'm going to Bongo's Bingo.
That's good. I've been to Bongo's Bingo.
I've never been to Bongo's Bingo.
It's good fun.
Apparently, it's a bit mental.
It is a bit mental. You'll fit right in.
So what else has happened this week?
Do you know what? And people, again,
I know what
outside
you're
of
going to say.
Liverpool...
My head has just blew off.
Yeah.
It's blew off. They won't get this outside of Liverpool.
You won't get this outside of Liverpool, but I had my green bin collected this week.
Hallelujah.
It felt like Christmas. It felt like Santa had been.
It was like Flying Ant Day, wasn't it? You know, that day when it just
All of
happens
a
and you
sudden,
don't know it's going to happen.
You don't know it's going to happen. So every day, literally every day, my green bin's just sat outside my house for
12
3
weeks.
months. Yeah,
12 weeks, yeah.
And I sat there, and every day I'd come back and just lift the lid.
To
like,
see if I had to put it
just
away.
hopefully.
And it's
never.
Got fungus in it. It had compost in it. It'd been there that long.
And then suddenly, all of a sudden, the other day,
It's gone.
Gone.
It's like magic.
Like as if by
It just
magic.
turns up, and it was gone.
They just turned up and did their job. I was
flying ants. Yeah. It was amazing. Yeah.
Paul, so you had some good news this
I
weekend?
did, yeah. I had an all clear on my liver scan, Tom. So cheers won that one.
Cheers.
Carry on, she said.
Celebrating the liver scan by having a pint of beer.
That's it. Yeah. Cheers.
Very
on
good.
that
So
one.
that's good.
But I had
news,
to
isn't
get. But I had a bit of bad news as well, though.
Good
'Cause
news,
I've got
bad news?
Yeah, good news, bad news. You know.
Go on.
I had to get like injections in my eye. In my eyeball.
Do you know what? We traumatised. I've had conversations outside of this podcast where people have said the whole thing about us talking about them scooping your eye out with a spoon.
Yeah.
I mean, Emma, you don't like eyes, do you, Em?
I don't
like on the whole.
Oh, Emma.
Like, if we start talking in detail about that eye, I think Emma
might
could
go off.
pass out on that stool.
Oh, right.
But we talked about your eye getting spooned out like a grape.
Now because of something to do with the radiation treatment, I have to have a needle put in my eye, in the corner of the bottom of my eye, shoved in. It's a bit like this.
Oh, easy. Flipping it. You wash that finger.
Pushes like. It's not as bad as it sounds, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I've got to get them every 6 weeks now for like possibly 4 years.
They're coming at you with a... Because I think if someone came at me with a needle at the eyeball, I would just... Instinct would kick in and I'd defend myself. So.
It is a bit weird. It is strange. But I mean, I hate talking to that doctor now. Every time I talk to him, it gets worse. So I'm sick of talking to him.
Oh, but all clear on the liver.
Yeah, and the eyes are doing all right. Not too bad. Bit blurred tonight, but they're all right.
Fantastic.
You know, when I need my glasses to read anything like that, and then I do that stupid thing where you read like that, and then you look over the top to try and see normal.
That is like middle age.
That's just weird, isn't it? You know, when you do that and that.
Well, there we go.
That's life for me at the moment, Tom. Once you hit over 50, lad, they get you. And you're doomed. You're doomed after that. Honestly, you're doomed.
Very good. So let's get off. Oh, sorry. Last thing this week.
What?
We at the church where we're ministers.
Yeah, still.
And we have something called a community grocery, which we partner with the Message Trust. And we're going to get my mate Sam down next week,
isn't he?
Sam Ward, to come and talk, and he might tell us a little bit about the groceries. But it's this amazing shop.
It's brilliant.
Where you sign up to be a member for like a £5. And
$2.50 today it was.
$2.50. Special offer. And then you get to shop for £4 shop, but you get about £25 worth of food. So
that's
just amazing. And the food that they're using is a lot of food that would have ended up in landfill.
Yeah.
So it's
a win-win.
environmentally sound. And then also, as well as having that food, it also offers people some extra support if they need it. So if they need some help with their managing their money, or
debt,
a bit of support, or community, or parenting. So it's fantastic. And today it hit a year old. And in that time, we signed up over 1,000 people from our community. And so it's just fantastic.
It's fab.
And these are all over the country. They're starting to grow now. I think they've got over 20,000 members across the UK now. And just a fantastic thing. And so that's been brilliant, isn't it, to celebrate
we had I mean, I don't know whether we tell this story now or not. The one where the girl came in to tell us how much it's helped her. Did we save that one?
Yes, no, that's good. So in this last week, we've had someone pop in, and she came in, single mum, and was just sharing how she started using the grocery, a year ago. She's been saving money every week because she's been able to shop in the grocery. So she's been able to get herself some transport, one of those little electric scooters, and she's been able to, with the money she saved, she's been able to start a business, her own business as well. It's
mind blowing, and
it's fantastic, isn't it? So she came in and just wanted to say thank you.
I know we have loads of laugh. Well, we try to have a bit of a humorous look at things on here, but that is brilliant. Isn't
They're doing a fantastic job in there.
Absolutely brilliant. Anyone can join as well. You don't have to. It's not means tested.
It's not means tested.
It's meant for you to use. It's
But the amazing thing about it, what I love, is you can get anything.
Oh yeah.
So it's like you'll get Christmas stuff.
Chili ice cream
in June.
Chili ice cream. What's that all about? Chili ice cream.
I think it was nice.
Oh, I couldn't try.
Couldn't try
that.
And you'll get Christmas stuff in June, and you'll get Halloween stuff in January, and it's just like madness. But we had a friend, Alison, who made the mug, and she said she got some hair dye from the grocery, which is ace. So she and her mum bought some hair dye, blonde hair dye. Went home. Mum went first, dyed her hair. Wasn't blonde. Wasn't blonde.
What colour was it?
I think it was like a dark brown.
Wow.
And so she got on the phone straight away to Alison, was like, don't use the hair dye, don't use the hair dye. And so that's just one example. It's a great shop, isn't it?
It's a great shop, except for hair dye, I would say.
Don't buy
the hair dye
dye.
Amiss.
Get that from somewhere else.
Yeah, defo get that.
Great.
Somewhere else.
Well, we're going to chat to our guest of the week now, and
she's been waiting patiently.
She's been waiting patiently, but it's great to have Emma with us tonight. We've got a babysitter, Emski. We're out on the town.
I know.
Out at Finnegan's.
Is she watching? Does she know what time it finishes?
Mum's babysitting tonight.
Bless
so
you, Mum.
If she's, give her a chance to say she's watching. If she's not watching, we'll go to town after this.
Yeah, the pod went on a little bit.
Went on for ages. People were loving it.
We couldn't
get away.
Couldn't turn off.
Couldn't stop. So we thought we could ask Emski anything, really, couldn't we? We could talk about how she bagged me all those years ago.
I'm going to have to say your baton.
Oh. No, I mean, that's true, to be fair.
You need a haircut as well.
I do need
don't know what's going on with that head tonight. And the picture, have you noticed the picture on the logo where he's got like scabies round his gut?
Look.
I don't know what he's done. What did you do that for? Look at that. Look at that picture.
Do you know what, again?
I've got a big fat head and you've got scabies.
Do you know what? I genuinely shrunk your head a little bit to
make yours look littler. You made mine bigger to make yours look littler.
That's it, because I have to lean back on these things to try and make my head look like a normal human. So it's like one of those false perspective things. I'm actually 2 meters sat behind Allan here. But yeah, so I've taken some hits on that because
you've got cold sores all over your mouth.
I've got cold sores all over my face. But in my defence, is I'm quite partial to a cold sore.
Yeah, but you said, tell him, Emma.
Yeah, go on.
He said, no one will see it.
No one will notice. So I saw, before you guys had even gone live or done a single episode, I said, why have you got cold sores on that picture? If you've got a different one, he's like, no one will notice.
No one will notice, and no one did.
No one did. Everyone's noticed.
I have cold sores all the time, so frankly, that's going to be what I look like. I like people to see a picture of me, and then when they meet me in person to go, oh, it's better than I thought it would be. That's what I do.
Take the filter off.
Lower the bar. Yeah, I'm the opposite. Don't people put filters on. I take the filters off, and then I allow people to enjoy this. I know. And it's so hot in here as well, so I feel like I have to drink it because I'm melting.
Anyway,
Emski. Fantastic. So we thought we'd have Emma in, and don't forget our competition, okay? If you share this video now, and many of you have, if you give it a share on your Facebook page, on your YouTube, click in the comments and write shared, then we will throw you in to the hat to win 2 tickets to Emma's gig where she's releasing her new album Friend in the Fire, which is going to be in a few weeks time in July in Leith on Bold Street. And so share this now, get right in the comments you've shared it, and we'd love to see you there.
Yeah, fab.
And so,
absolutely.
Emski, why don't you tell us a little, we thought we'd have a little chat, and why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got into music and where that sort of has that's come from, really?
Well, I think I was born singing. I just loved singing. I think
I was born screaming, to be honest.
I was going to say, I don't know if I was born singing yet. I
Sorry,
might clarify
carry
that.
on.
So I loved singing from an early age. I was one of those kids that had a loud voice, and so I forever remember my parents, even when I was speaking, just being like, Emma, I'm only here. And I know that we say that to Eden, don't we? And so when I'm saying it to Eden, I'm like, I was totally like that, dead loud, and so loud in speaking and in singing. So yeah, I just loved singing and performing. I was in, there was like this Christian group called King's Kids. Did you ever have them?
King's Kids.
Did you ever have them at yours, Alan? No, we didn't come perform.
I don't think so.
So we definitely did gigs in the Marion Square.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wow, that is brave.
Yeah.
That is brave.
Yeah.
Emma, I'm sure. I think it was like all of my.
It was. It was. It was.
All of my.
And the thing was,
you're still alive.
So you sing. Yeah, I know.
Well done.
You're singing these songs with this t-shirt, King's Kids t-shirt, doing all these actions, but then people will come and say, "Oh, is that sign language?" And you're like, "No, it was literally just made up." So we didn't even have that going for us.
And Emma did go to, and I'm sure the school was fantastic. If anyone watching, you went to a Christian school, they would pick her up in the morning from her house in Netherton in a yellow minibus, which written down the side said, "Jesus loves you," which is, of course, a message that I fully endorse.
Yeah.
But probably
I
not
wouldn't want to get on that bus when I was 13, to be honest.
Can you imagine?
I'd have been like, no, I'm not getting on that bus for no amount of money. I don't care.
That was definitely my brother's. I wasn't bothered at the time. I was like, used to just like happily wave to people.
Hi guys!
Try and be annoying.
And you wonder why you got beaten up on your paper round. Hiya guys! See you tomorrow morning. Bright and early. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, my brothers would just sink lower and lower in the seat, I think.
Mikey said, I'm a minister and I'd rather walk. I love it. I love it,
But
Mikey.
I think it broke down one year and that was it, and so I think everyone's made up. They changed it.
That would have been like an answer to prayer. I would have taken that as, thank you, Jesus. You saved me again. Oh, wow. Very good. So that you grew up singing in King's Kids in Marion Square.
Singing in the Marion Square. Yeah, so singing, I was definitely one of those kids with the hairbrush in front of the mirror. Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Celine Dion, they were my three. Wow. And I would sing those songs over and over again until I could nail it, which I could never quite nail it. And like my brothers like to tell me that. So they'd be like banging on the ceiling, on the walls, just telling me to shut up. Or sometimes they'd properly like stitch me up when we were a little bit older, and I'd be into this Whitney Houston. And my brother's mate Tulla knocked. He's a year older than me, one of them. And he'd leave them all standing in the hall, listening to me singing upstairs because he knew I'd die. And then afterwards he'd be like, "Thank you."
Brothers for you, isn't it?
Was that Daniel?
That was Daniel, yeah.
Proper stitch up that. Well played, Daniel.
It was. Very supportive. In fact, his daughter now is a bit like me, so I'm loving it. She sings all the time, and she does these massive cheesy smiles like I used to on all my school pickies. I mean, payback.
I'm gonna go slightly off topic a little, but I love that about the church, right? Because they do these cheesy talent shows, but everyone has a go and loves it. Yeah. Remember we used to do Emmanuel's Got Talent, and you flipped on us because you said it was basically institutional bullying. You called it. But I love it that it gives the opportunity for that. You know, for you to do what you really liked.
Yeah.
That's what I.
We have that, don't we? We used to have the kids do a talent show and get up and do their talents at church, didn't we? And I mean, I'd say 99% were really bad. Like, but you'd clap them and you say, "Well done." And
you don't go all Simon Cowell on them, do you? No, what I mean?
You did though, and that Emmanuel's Got Talent.
I didn't.
You did.
I was more Ant and Dec on that. I was in the background, like putting stuff in my ears and that when they were singing.
I mean, I think you were that mean to the people who did that I felt when you got abuse in Britain's Got Talent. I don't believe in karma, but I thought that was karma
fair.
somehow.
You reap what you sow.
Oh, there we go. That's lined up perfectly, that.
I reckon we should bring it back anyway. Emmanuel's Got Talent, but just putting it out there. Anyway, we're talking to Emma.
Sorry, Emski.
Yeah.
So what? Tell us a bit more about music then, and as things developed, you know, and yeah.
Yeah. So I think from a young age, I wanted to be a famous singer. That was it. So. Didn't really try very hard in school, didn't try very hard in my A-levels, went to university twice, and for some reason in my head, I was like, it's okay because I want to be a famous singer, but I wasn't really doing anything to make that happen apart from the odd karaoke competition, something like that. So when I was like 21, I thought, you know what, I'm going to give that up. I need to just focus now on what I'm actually going to do. But then the opportunity came to go to music college when I was 23. And so I was quite reluctant because...
Is that where you met this loser?
It is, yeah. It is.
It's got a lot to answer for, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
I really did. I mean, I went to music college with 4 chords on the guitar.
At least you had 4.
I came back with 5. And a beautiful, beautiful Emski. So that was worth the £3,000 fees. Is that all? It's cost me even more since then.
Before you got to carry on, what's your go-to karaoke song?
Oh.
It was always I Want to Dance with Somebody. Whitney Houston.
Bit of Whitney.
Yeah. Bit of Whitney. I don't know if I'd do that now, but I did when I was 18. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll have to find out what you do now.
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
We can get karaoke on the telly. So.
Maybe. So, maybe let's see how the night transpires. And so,
so you went to music college.
Went to music college. I know from there it was. You started to record some write songs, record initial songs, performing. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so actually, because I was 23 before going to actually pursuing it, I was quite one of the older ones. Even at college, everyone was 18. I was one of the older ones there who decided I'm going to do music. And so I'd never played the guitar, never written a song, so it was kind of my first opportunity. You're surrounded by musicians who will just come and play with you. So I wrote my first song, taught myself the guitar with the help of some guitarists, started doing some open mic nights in the local pubs, and it kind of just went from there. You know, got in a band, so we used to perform all the Midlands and like slightly further out. Then I got in a jazz funk band, so that was a cool band, like a 10-piece jazz funk band. And so we were like more doing festivals like Greenbelt and all the Christian festivals.
Well, that's where when we first started dating.
Yeah.
Emma invited me to come and see her performing at Greenbelt, and so. I mean, that was on the main stage. That was thousands of people watching, and I was quite impressed.
I've just realised what went on in Tom's head there. He thought she's going to be loaded. She's going to be the breadwinner.
That's it. Well, maybe.
Who knows?
And maybe there's still time.
Still time. There's still time. But never give up on your dream, wasn't it, Tom? What was it? Your Tom's top tip from week 1?
We'll get there.
And I said, don't bother dreaming. Come on.
That was one of the chat lines for Emski, the Tom's top tips. And so, I know from, I guess, following your music career quite closely. Mm-hmm. You've been on MTV at different times. Mm-hmm. Like I said, you performed at festivals, thousands of people. Mm-hmm. There's one of my favourite artists is a guy called Scott Matthews, and Emma's actually supported him, which again for me was like, wow,
fab.
Mm-hmm.
But like obviously, how does that balance? Because I know even with music and that, what's successful and what's to work out with your music what is successful. It's hard, isn't it? So how do you find that and you balance that? Because talk a little bit about that. That'd be great.
I was doing Alpha the other day, and I think I said to them, it's never enough. Reminds me of that song from The Greatest Showman, never, never, never enough. So all those things almost felt like this could be the big breakthrough. MTV, I don't even know if that's even on anymore, but at the time it was quite a cool thing to be on, and you think, maybe this is my big break. And supporting that guy Scott Matthews at the time, there was a lot of people trying to get that gig, and I did a gig somewhere else and someone just offered me it, and I was like, I didn't even know who this guy was, to be honest. but you start to think, oh, maybe this is the big break, or singing it. And so, but then all of it is that was it, you know. And so I think I've had to learn, like, remind myself why I do it. Otherwise, I don't think I would have carried on. And for me, like, my faith is a massive inspiration in what I write. And like, I kind of feel like I was born to sing. So when I've had this big gap, I had a 10-year gap until kind of 2 years ago, where I was doing other cool things like having the kids and we got married, but there was something in me that was like, oh, really sad that I wasn't singing, because I feel like, obviously. You know, it's just, are you talking while I'm talking?
Wow, Alan, easy now.
You're not loving that beer, are you? Yeah. So I think, I feel I have to constantly remind myself why I'm doing it, and so you don't get too disappointed when it feels like, oh, is this the moment when, I don't know what that moment is, when suddenly you're going to get more followers or recognised or what. But
I know, talking to you, like, some of the best moments with your music, and I guess from that perspective of sense of calling and doing something, you're just doing what God's, you know, having that sense of plan on your life and doing what God's telling you to do, sort of regardless of what it's deemed as the world might say, people might say is successful. But some of the best moments for you have been in pubs, like playing in pubs, or when, you know, you get a message from someone who's listened to the CD or heard it on the radio. Do you just want to talk a little bit about some of that?
So I think, I mean, all those other memories, they're kind of vague memories, but the ones that have stood out to me are, like, I just remember there was a pub in Coventry where some family, it was like two sisters and, I don't know, a cousin, came up at the end, and they were in tears, and they were just like, oh, why aren't you doing, like, the big stages, you know, what your music and your voice, just, like, really, they were in tears. And I just remember thinking, no, I love doing this. I love the fact that no one knows who you are, and you can just sit in a pub where everyone's talking and start singing, and like, people can obviously sense something that connects with them emotionally. So they're some of the best memories, to be honest, those one-to-one things where people have either messaged me or just come up to me after a gig in tears and just, you know, said thanks for writing that song. And that, I think I've realised that has to be enough. And that is enough, really. I like those.
Yeah, and you've got a new EP coming out, Emsky, and Mark's thrown up a question saying, how did you come up with the latest name for your EP, which is Friend in the Fire?
Yeah.
And so why don't you talk a little bit to that? Yeah.
So I think, so in lockdown, lockdown was just a horrible time for everyone, wasn't it? Horrible time. And along with that, in the April, so I think lockdown started in the March. In the April, I slipped a disc and was just in so much pain, and the kids were off school, and it was just an intense period to be in so much pain. Couldn't get through to the doctors, obviously. No, they weren't seeing anyone, so it was like trying to manage this pain and going from being someone who's, like, independent, who can do stuff for other people, to someone who was, like, needed pushing around at times in a wheelchair. Like, we went camping, didn't we, to Devon? I don't know, I was just determined to not let it ruin, you know, so we somehow drove down to Devon, didn't we?
It was madness.
And I was in agony.
It was madness.
Went
when
camping.
You got that, like, rubbish wheelchair thing.
I felt bad about this, but we couldn't get a proper wheelchair, so the only one we had was one with flat tyres and
collapsible one in the church, wasn't it?
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure you dropped down a couple of curbs when I was pushing you on that bad boy.
I definitely did.
But that was intense.
Just that kind of, even having to say to Tom, I need the loo, and he had to wheel me to the loo, you know, wait for me. It was just like, just a horrible time. And then it went on for 10 months in the end till I got the operation. But I just remember, so the Friend in the Fire thing for me, and how my faith kind of fit into it. There were times when I was like, I wasn't like, oh, you know, this will all just be wonderful in the end. You know, we were praying for it to be healed, and I wasn't like instantly healed or anything. But I would say throughout my whole Christian life that was one of the times when I felt God the closest. Like, I just knew he was with me in it. And so when I was writing, like, these 5 tracks to go on it, all of them are kind of, I guess, tinged or influenced by that fact, the overriding fact that that God is with me and he's close and he's not, you know,
So
some
good.
people might feel like, oh, God's like looking onto this world, which how can all this bad stuff be going on if there's a God? And for me, that my personal experience in that was like, it wasn't, oh, how could you let me be like this if you're real? It was like, I just knew he was that close to me.
So good.
Yeah, so the friend in the fire is that kind of being in the fire, not getting pulled out, but that friend coming in it with me and helping me get through it.
Wow.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah, fab.
So good. And it honestly, it is so good. I know I'm a little bit biased potentially because I'm married to Emma, but it is such a good album, and I think it's going to be quite.
Can you throw a link up here somewhere?
I'll throw a link up at the end of
where they can get the tickets for the gig.
I'll throw a link up at the end of
those lucky enough to win too. Yeah.
For those who aren't lucky enough to win. And so if you haven't heard that, at the what are you drinking there, Emski? What you got on the go? She's obviously been waiting all this time.
Till the camera wasn't on me. It's lots of ice, lots of cold ice with a little bit of G&T in it.
G&T,
yeah,
very
it's
good.
so hot in here.
It is warm in here. But we're if you've not heard, if you joined us late, then what we're saying is if you share this video now, so give it a little share on Facebook or YouTube, then you go in the hat. And there's been a few, Em, while you've been talking, who've been sharing, so you might need to go through and add them into the hat. You go into the hat to win 2 free tickets to Emma's gig at Leaf in Liverpool on Bold Street. Lovely, beautiful venue. It's going to be great music. Emma's got Greg Schofield supporting.
Yeah.
She's got Ian Yates coming down to sing. There's a song that Ian features on the new album, so Ian's going to be there. It's going to be a great night. And so there's a chance to win 2 tickets there. And if you don't win, we'll drop the link in for those for that gig at the end of the episode. And we're going to finish the episode with the lyric video for Emma's first single off the new EP, which is called Eyes on Me. And so, great.
Yeah.
Really
Fab.
good.
Absolutely
very
fab.
good. And so, I mean, talking about all this music, Alan.
Yeah.
This is a slick transition. I've thought this week, knowing that Emma was coming on, I've had a little think about some of the wisdom.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, people are really enjoying these.
Tom's top tips. Tom's top tips.
The feedback I've been getting of lives changed, it's been touching even for me. And so I feel this is part. Emma says what she's called to do in a similar way to the music. This is part of what I do.
You're an influencer.
I'm an influencer. Yeah. That's the name of Emma's first album.
Yeah. See the way I dropped that in there, Tom. Yeah.
So in my own little way, but really it is affecting quite a lot of people, I'm banging out Tom's top tips. And this week I was thinking about musical ones. And so I've got a few for Alan. And if I could do a close-up on Alan's face for you, as these nuggets, and I say nuggets. As in, not in
nuggets.
This sort of nugget. It's not a nugget, nougat. This nugget of wisdom, as they hit Alan's face, like
okay.
Just
I'm
think
ready.
of that and
I'm
see
ready.
it, and you'll feel it as well. You'll feel it in your spirit, and and so here's the first one. Where words fail, music speaks. He nearly cried. He nearly cried. I can top it though.
I'm desperately stabbing myself in the thigh with a fork to keep me interested.
Okay, all right. Next one then. Listen to this. Music washes away from the soul the dust of everyday life.
Shut up!
For those of you like cleaning, there's a cleaning one there for you.
Shut up!
Can you cope with one more?
I think I'm going. I don't know. I really don't know.
One good thing about music is this.
Just the one. Sorry.
Don't interrupt. I've got to start again now. People are probably cutting these out.
Oh, sorry.
Share on social media.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
One good thing about music, when it hits you, you feel no pain.
When it hits you, you feel no pain.
No pain.
Wow. I think you've stooped to a new level here tonight in your Tom's top tips.
Emski, you could get that in a song, couldn't you?
Go on.
When music hits you, you feel no pain. When it hits you feel no pain.
You stick to your songwriting and I'll stick to mine.
You stick to your tips, apparently.
Do you know what? She wouldn't let me sing on the album. Would not let me sing. Do you know what?
Why?
I wrote some of the music. I won't even have a credit in the CD.
Yeah, but So that's Tom's top tips, yeah. And we move on.
Tom's top tips.
It's Tom's top tips.
I'm literally going to address your top tip, I think, as Alan's awful advice. Yeah.
It's Alan's awful advice. Advice you should ignore.
I mean, the funny thing about this is people take that dead serious and think I'm being serious. It's advice you should ignore.
Yeah.
It's in the title.
Well, that's it, yeah. So Alan's...
But this one, I don't want you to ignore it. I want this is me things, right? So if you see Tom walking around with his little earpods in, enjoying his life, just punch him in the stomach, wind him a little bit, just wind him, just below the solar plexus there.
Solar plexus. So, you know, he's looked that up on Google. He didn't know what that was.
Just there, so he feels the pain.
So it was like he's inciting violence. It's like Donald Trump.
No. I'm letting you feel the pain of the music.
Let's see what my friends think. Here we go. Thank you, Debbie. One of my friends actually commented on one of your top tips, and they said it was some great advice.
Oh, behave, Debbie.
Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. Let's see. Tao's just said, "Oh, Tom." In awe.
How do you read that as in awe?
Like, oh, Tom.
What's the emoji? I can't see the emoji. What's the emoji? She's got her hands over her face.
It's her hands over her face as she silently weeps. That's been transformational for her.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah.
People are loving it.
Yeah.
Mark, as here support me, he said, I bet those needles in the eye don't seem so bad now. Oh, that felt like a gut punch, Mark. That felt like a gut punch.
Literally, yeah. Wyndham. That's what
So
I'm saying.
music is kind of like a punch from Tom then. That's what Mikey said. Do you know what? Big hands.
Yeah.
What's that Bon Jovi song?
Ooh, wow, 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 wow. I don't know.
No, the other one.
I didn't know that one.
Shot to the
heart.
You give love a bad name.
Go on. Give us a little bit of that, Emski.
No.
Shot to the heart.
You're too late. You give love a bad name. We give Bon Jovi a bad gig there, didn't we? Yeah.
Oh dear, how did we end up singing?
I don't know. The things you do.
There we go. Ray said, Tom, you haven't heard my brother sing. We haven't.
No.
Oh, here we go. Here's another one.
This?
Thank you.
What?
Margs, my good friend Margs. Tom, I think your tips are poetic.
I think she spelt that wrong. She's dyslexic, you know. She means pathetic.
Ah, nice. I was looking at it and thought you were going like to poo or something. I couldn't quite see it.
Pathetic.
It was better.
Pathetic. That's what
better.
it is. Yeah.
Very good.
Thanks,
well, Margs, thank you. We are coming towards the end now, so just a last opportunity. Share this post. Click shared in the comments for your chance to win a ticket. We're going to do that draw in a minute, but also
not one.
2 tickets. You can bring a friend if you've got one.
Yeah, if you haven't.
If you say Nugget, you've probably not got any friends.
If you say new guy, you've definitely got no mates.
So that's it. Tao said, Tom, your head can't get any bigger. It can. I'll sit forward for you. Oh dear. There we go. Here we go. It's coming in.
We're getting to the time of the day where we do our.
Sorry, I'm just enjoying it. Craig has said Emma should now sing.
We got these off Ray.
She's not going to. She just laughed. She didn't even respond. Yeah, I'm going to keep the camera on you now, Em. Sing! Okay, all right, I won't.
We got these off Ray.
Ray!
We're getting to this time of the night, aren't we? Get it on the wall, lad.
There we go.
Get it on the wall, lad.
Are we at that bit? We're going to play a game first.
Yeah,
go on, show it anyway.
We play the game, then we do this, don't we? And then we've got... Yeah, bad lad.
Bad lad. Do you know what? If you want to make something like Ray, crafty
Ray,
and that's what they call him, crafty Ray. And if you want to make something like that and send it to us, we've got Donna who's watching tonight. Thank you, Donna. She made us a t-shirt.
Yeah, she did.
Alison
made the cup.
Made us the mug.
Yeah.
Ray's made it. This is great. I love this. We do this more often. Get free stuff.
Like proper influencers, aren't we?
That's it. So. We're going to do that in a minute, but let's quick. Okay, Emski. First things first. We're going to do play your cards right, and play your cards right. You get a chance to win some lovely.
That'll be church merch, mate. Church merch. What have we got? What have we got today? Emski's got to tell us what we've got.
Oh, Emski, you've got something there, haven't you?
You can stick this in.
Look at that. She is ever the self-promotion. So she's got a first
Where
album
can we
called
put that?
Influencer. Very good. You could win
Leave it
that.
there on the shelf.
What
yeah,
else is up
that's it.
there, M-Ski? Can you show us?
We've got a giant teddy, which we won't be taking, Eden, if you're watching.
You could have that for Eden. I'm sure Eden would love to
Never
have
again,
that.
never again. We've got, is that go sign part of it?
No.
Yeah, you can have that.
Yeah.
That's fine. Pick what you want.
You can have it. Yeah.
So, I'll take, what about one of these frisbees?
Yeah, that's all part of it.
Frisbees, they're ashtrays. We're in an old-fashioned pub.
Oh.
Very good.
Yeah,
Very good.
I'll take one of those frisbees.
There's lots to win, isn't there? There are lots to win. These are all bits and pieces that people leave at the church, and we are.
We've still got Ray's horn. Apparently.
Ray's horn.
Ray's hashtag Ray's horn still here.
Still,
you know, I believe Dawn rang up this week, didn't she?
Dawn rang up, said she wanted Ray's horn back.
Can we please give Ray his horn back? But no, someone's got to win it first.
Someone's got to win it, and no one has won yet.
No,
people
no
have
one's
gone
won.
out very,
You could be the
very
first winner.
early.
I
Emma,
feel like-
you could be the first winner.
How excited are you, Emma?
I am very excited.
She's excited.
to win
She's
those
excited. Okay,
frisbees.
so here we go. You know how it works? We're gonna
Stop showing her the pack.
People think I'm cheating here because people are going out so early, but I'm not.
No,
this is just.
we haven't cheated.
This is how it works. So I'm going to.
I know he
deal
can't
out.
talk, but he doesn't cheat.
Get rid of that because it's a joker.
Yeah, that
Not
was
messing. So we deal these out,
one.
and we need your help.
2,
3,
3,
4, 5. We
And then
need your
turn
help
that
to
card
say
over.
higher or lower to help Emma out, and you've been leading people astray, viewers at home.
Yeah.
Help them
Not
out.
good enough.
Come on.
Come on.
Help them out. So this is the first card, and you can change this first card if you want,
Yeah.
Emski. First card is.
What is it?
An 8. That I'd say that's not a good card.
I'm thinking change that.
I would, what are you thinking, Emski? You thinking keep that or change it?
So aces are high or low?
Aces are low.
Aces are low, nothing for a pair.
Nothing for a pair.
Are you going to keep an 8? So 8's pretty much bang in the middle.
All right then, go on. I'll change it.
You're changing.
Changing the 8.
She's going to change it.
She's going to change the 8
We're going
to
change the
a.
8. Well, that's the 8. I'm put that one.
Yeah.
Okay, we're changing the 8, and she's got a ace. Perfect.
Oh,
Perfect.
Yes.
So ace.
What a start.
You take that
ace
from
low,
me, my friend.
Ace low.
I'll get
You've
rid
got
of
the
those.
5 cards now.
Aces are low. So Emma, are you going to go higher or lower than an
I
ace?
am going to have to go higher.
Higher. Let's have a look. Go on. What are people at home? I mean, it's obvious now. I'm not going to even waste people at home.
No, you're going higher.
Time.
You're never going
We're going
lower.
higher.
You can't go lower.
Aces are low. Can't go lower. It's an 8. Oh. Now this is where we need the people at home. What's your instinct? What is your gut telling
My
you?
instinct is to say lower.
Your instincts to
Yeah.
say lower. Okay, at home,
What?
can you let us know? Is it
Yeah.
higher or lower? Let us know at home because she needs your help
'cause eights,
on this one. Your instinct was what,
eights.
Emski?
My instinct was lower.
Her instinct.
Lower.
She's feeling lower.
What are
She's
people
feeling
saying,
lower.
Tom?
Let's
I
see what
can't
people
see.
are saying. Oh, here it comes. They're flying in now.
Flying in.
They are flying in. I'm just
Okay.
picking a
Higher.
selection. Pete's
Pete's
saying
smaller.
higher.
Oh.
Let's
It's
have a
like-
look.
Higher.
We've got Chris
lower.
is saying lower. Margs is a lower. Miriam's laughing in your face. Ha ha ha. 8 again.
Lower.
She's saying lower.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, Mikey. Mikey's bringing out some math skills here.
Oh.
Statistically lower, but playing the percentages haven't served the guests well so far.
That's true.
So, what are you feeling, Em?
I'm gonna
Samuel
stick-
Dunn.
True.
Sam,
I'm going to stick
welcome,
with...
mate. Samuel Dunn lower. Lovely to have you in tonight. What are you
I'm
going
going to
for?
stick with my instincts.
You're going to stick with your
lower.
and your
Yeah.
instinct was
Lower.
lower. Okay, here
Lower
we go.
than an 8, she said.
She
And
said
we've
lower
got
than an 8, and we've got a jack, and it's done.
No.
It's
a
done.
Fix.
That's it. You've not won
Raise
any
horn.
church match.
mate.
You've not won race horn. You've not won influencer album. You've not won.
Not one of them frisbee ashtrays.
Ashtrays. Don't
That's
throw
it.
an ashtray at someone's head.
No, it ain't. Don't let the dog catch it with his
So,
teeth.
How are you feeling? Look, she's turned to the alcohol straight away.
She is gutted.
She's gutted. Yeah.
Absolutely gutted.
Can't speak
We can't
right
get anyone
now.
to win this, can we?
We can't get anyone to win this.
You're
Look,
just
Pete
gonna end up with a
Smullen's
loser.
just saying,
Told
told
you.
you higher.
Told you. Mikey's saying.
Mikey's.
Go with Gates statistics. It's
Ray's
not working.
horn. He said, Ray saying, my horn lives to fight another day.
It's right, Ray.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh, Emski. This night, okay, what's Mikey saying here? When I come on next week, I'm mathematically exposing Tom. Wow.
Okay, Tom.
I'm not exposing myself, Mikey. That's not happening. Not on the internet.
Not on our watch.
Okay, all right. Well, Emski, this night still has the chance to end even worse for you.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to
Because-
go positive then, Tom. And I'm the negative one here.
We love having you here.
We do.
We've shared.
You're a founder member. You're a founder member.
She's
Yeah.
on the wall already.
Yeah.
We've shared some lovely evenings here. but if you don't make it on the wall, you're not coming back.
You've got to scrub your name off.
And I'll scrub your name off with the pen. There it is.
The pen? I've lost
your
the pen.
eyes. And we'll scrub your name off, and I will come here regularly, and I will sadly not see you here, but I want you here.
Yeah.
So we're gonna. How this works is basically Emma tells us a story, and then we decide. There's a committee here for this pub. Not just any riffraff gets in. This is. It feels harsh, but this is how we preserve the integrity of Finnegan's bar.
Yeah.
And so what we do is Emma tells a story. If it's a good story, this is what happens.
Yeah.
Get him on the wall, lad.
Oh. What's happened there is we've assumed our guests are all going to be male.
Well, we did, we needed to do it. Get it on the wall, lad.
Sorry,
I'll just do it live.
Go on.
Get it on the wall, lad.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone noticed. So, but
we didn't, you know.
But if sadly the story is not good,
this one still works.
This one still works. No, it doesn't.
You're bad, lad.
Lad's just a thing, innit?
It is
a
thing.
It's just a thing.
It's just a thing. It's not. Okay. All right.
Could say you're bad. Go.
For next time.
Yeah.
Oh, I could do that one. I'll do that one. We'll do it next time.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'll do it now.
Go on.
No. Yeah, but I'm doing a Scouse accent now. You've thrown me.
See, you can't talk. This is my argument. New guy. You can't do it.
You barred gal.
Gal.
You barred gal.
Okay.
That's it. I found it. I had to do channel Ray Winston. You barred gal. There we go. All right. Okay. So Emski.
Yeah.
Great. So Emski, you feeling okay? You feeling nervous? You feeling all right?
Feeling okay. Yeah.
Great. Okay. So we're going to come over to you now for the story, and you guys at home, you're going to vote in or out, or to let us know as she tells the story.
On the wall or barred.
On the wall or barred. Let's pass over to Emski. We're rooting for you.
Okay, thank you. Well, back in music college, when I think I'd met Tom by then, I worked in a little corner shop / off licence to help pay for the fees and stuff like that. Should I look at it? Yeah. Okay, so so it was like glass on both walls, and at night when the lights were on inside, you couldn't see out, but everyone could see in. So quite often we would get just lads pulling up in a car and opening the door. Someone would hold the door open, they'd run in for a crate of beer and leg it out. And I would like chase them. Just, I don't know why, but there was just something in me which was like, "Arr!"
You would chase lads out.
Scouser, isn't she? Scouser soldier, lad.
So they would come
not
in.
on my watch, you're not having beer.
Yeah.
They would come in to steal beer.
Yeah.
And you would chase them out.
Surely the beer should have been behind the glass screens.
Do you know?
Yeah, there was no glass screens.
This is a Liverpool thing.
It is.
Which I think I hate.
Oh no, I went down south and literally I almost thought it was my duty to steal some beer because it was just there. You could pick it up.
It was.
I know, in Liverpool you can't just pick it up. They put it behind.
You have to ask for it. They have to get you and pass you it through a hatch.
So, but this, in the Midlands, that was just what it was empty. They could just come in. And this is why they have the glass things, because people just come in and steal the ale and run off.
Yeah, it was just in stacks around the shop, and there was no screen where you served either. Right. So anyway, this one night I was working on the shop floor. I was on my own. So whoever else I was working was in the back. So this guy comes in, this older guy, and he's like, "Whoa, freezing out there." And I'm like, "Yeah, fixing the chocolate and all that." And and then looking busy. So then he come over and he gave me 2 5p's, and he said, "Oh, have you got any change? Can you get me some change for the phone?" So I thought,
this was back when there was phone boxes, and you had a 10p piece.
Yeah, but as I was walking round, it did cross my mind. I was thinking, it's 20p for the phones now. I don't know why. It was just random thought. Anyway, so I went and got to the tills and opened the till, and then this guy just leaned over towards me. He had this plastic bag, and what he obviously wanted me to think was a gun in it. It was kind of like, it was something like it was like something tube-like. In hindsight, if it was a gun, I don't think he would have hid it in a plastic bag. But at the time, I'm like,
though, isn't it?
So
could have been a gun still.
It could have been a gun.
It could have been, maybe. So he leans over and he goes like,
could have been that old finger trick.
The old.
Yeah. No, It was definitely hollow.
I do a double finger.
Yeah, I do. I don't know what was going on there.
Yeah,
It's just a
double
single
finger.
barrel.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Sorry.
No, it was definitely hollow. There was definitely
Okay.
a hole.
Oh, so it was.
There was definitely a hole in the end. It's some kind of tube.
So
something.
he didn't just have his fingers out like that.
No, it was a bag.
gun.
It was a gun.
It could. I'll never know,
was a
to be
gun.
honest. So anyway, he leans over and he's like, "Give me all the money."
Hang on a second. Was he?
Where was he from again?
From
I
India.
don't know. We didn't chat. We didn't chat.
Go on, do that again.
Well, that's what it was like. Sounded
Go on,
like.
look down the lens and do
It was
that
like,
for us.
"Give me all the money."
Are you a singer?
So,
Very good.
Anyway, I had the till open and I just looked up and I went, "What?" And he just went and he threw in a few swear words this time. He was like, "Give me all the effing money."
Wow.
So, he didn't sound like a father.
Did you censored yourself then? Didn't
I
you?
did, yeah.
Great,
And
good.
anyway, I was just in shock. So I had his money in one hand and I had my hand on the till and I just closed the till and walked off towards the office in where the staff room was. And I glanced over behind me to see what he was doing and he thought, well, yeah, do you know what? It's weird. I did think, okay, the gun or whatever it was would have hit me about round my waist, and as I was walking away I was just thinking, am I gonna feel something like, I don't know, shooting through me in a minute? So
Your life flashed before your eyes.
so I turned
The
around.
gut punch of the music hit you.
I mean, she's got me already.
Wow.
But carry on.
So
going.
he thought about following me round, but I think he was just confused. So then he just legged out the shop, and I went round to the lad I was working with in the back, and I was holding his money, and I was just like, I said, this guy just came in and he told me to give him all the money. So he was like, what? So I explained it and I said, but the thing is, I've got his 10p here.
So he came in to rob you.
Yeah.
And you robbed him. Is basically what happened.
It turned out.
Amazing.
Told you she was a proper scouser.
So not only he tried to steal money, but you stole his money.
I took it.
Well done.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I don't know what people at home
Let's
think.
have a look. What are you feeling, Alan?
I mean,
You know what?
she's
Part of me,
getting a star next to her name like
part of
that.
me's thinking if we're trying to think about the kind of people we want at Finnegan's,
Oh, we want someone brave like that.
it's going to kick off.
We'll have Emma on the door.
I'm not going to deal with it. am
No,
I?
no.
You could be the bouncer.
You're
You could be
on the door.
What do you think?
Get it on the door, lad.
Get her on the door, lads. Get her on the door.
Get it on the door, lad.
Wow. Well, okay, let us know. Vote away. Let's
Yeah.
see, in or out. Let's see how they're coming in, Emski.
Yeah.
Let's see.
They did slightly rewrite it in the newspapers the next day.
Oh, hang on. And it was
hang
in
on.
the newspaper. Oh. The front.
It was, it was.
What did they say?
Well, we
in
had to close the shop. The police came. There was a CCTV picture of the guy over the counter.
Wow.
And it was like, young girl
Steals
refuses-
10 pence.
Young girl
Man's
steals
humour.
Have you seen this Scouse?
He only wants to make a phone call. He couldn't ring the ambulance or not.
Got his bog roll with him. So what was the headline?
Well, it was just in the article that young girl refuses to hand over cash. And I was like, well, it wasn't quite like that, but fine.
You are my hero. You can be my hero, baby.
You can be my hero, baby. It's gone off.
It's
Musical
karaoke.
tonight, hasn't
Well,
it?
we're
We've got
sticking to the
karaoke.
theme, haven't we? So let's see.
Oh, I've got.
Here we
for
go.
me, it's a no-brainer.
Is it out?
Yes. No.
In. Oh, okay,
no,
sorry.
yeah, she's staying in.
She's staying in. Let's have a look what
Yeah.
people are saying. Miriam saying in. Mikey said worked in an offie in.
Yeah.
Craig's in because she might be able to get us the ale still if she works in the off license. Who knows? Tal's saying in. Toilet. Oh, let's see.
Toilet.
Linda Finnegan. Oh, here we go. I didn't read this before. Get her on the walls, lads. Get her on the. This is your mum, sorry.
Yeah.
Get her on the wall, lads. I know how she feels.
She
I
was.
was in a bank.
She was.
Wow.
Me ma was
Funny
in a bank.
now. Put my hands up, and I said, "Don't shoot me."
And he said, you know what he said to me?
What?
Shut up or I will. Because she was screaming. He said, shut up or I will.
Oh, Linda.
She was the only customer. They put the shutters down, so she's locked in the bank with the fella with the arms gun, right? And you know what? She got nothing off the bank, nothing. The women behind the counter bought her some flowers.
We should get Linda on one week. She's got some stories.
she's got some
Wow,
stories,
Alan's
me man.
mum. Let's have a look. Okay.
We tried to get her to do the nougat nugget thing
That was
today.
one of the most painful things I've ever seen.
That was funny. That was funny, Mother.
Alan's
in
not...
the end, she just swore at me and put the phone down.
Alan's no good at technology, and it's possible he gets that ability from his mum. Because watching them both on the phone was like, oh, it was painful. It was painful.
Anyway, back to the in and out.
Mikey saying, life flashed before her eyes and she saw nougat. So it's in. Mark saying, stay on the wall, get her on the wall, lad, get her on the wall 100%. Get her on the wall. Everyone's in. Chris is saying in. Top bird. Margs is saying Emma's solid. And Tal's now stopped watching because Love Island is on. Very good. We're sticking you on the wall. Well, we're
star next to her name. That means she survived.
Yes.
I'm gonna not a star. I'm gonna put a love heart.
What a guy. Look at him. That's not
Sucking
a
up.
I'm trying to adjust.
You're not an artist, are you?
There we go. Love heart. Fantastic. Well, where are we up to, Al?
We're getting to that time of the night.
Getting to that time of the
last
night.
orders,
Yeah, I think
isn't it?
so.
I think so. We're going to call it.
There we go. Final
and then
orders.
mention next week.
Next week, Alan's on holiday again, and so and so it will be me and Mikey, the legend, Mikey Ferguson. You are in trouble, sir, because this may be your establishment. But what do you do if you might not be back in the hot seat? Mikey might be taking over.
I don't know.
And he's leaving us the keys, Mikey. So that'll be great. We've got Mikey. We've got my mate Sam Ward from Message Trust. He's a top lad. He's going to be good fun.
I might zoom in.
You'll use it. Well, maybe we can get you on the thing and we'll have a little chat and look at your feet. Get those nails sorted out though before you.
No, I like them. I like them. Yeah,
it's very good. Well,
talons, I call them talons.
Final thing before we go.
Yeah.
2 tickets up for grabs, Emski. So have you got the names there?
Oh yeah.
Let's have a look.
I hope.
And you put them all in the Guinness hat.
I did. Yeah, I have put them all in.
They're all in the Guinness hat.
And don't forget,
that you can win in church merch.
We're going to throw onto the onto the page the link for Emma's gig as well. So you could if you don't win, then you can
buy one.
You can buy one. So
how much are they, Tom? They're a fiver. That's cheaper half the price, isn't it?
It's going to be a great night out, that.
Yeah.
So, Emski.
It is. I've got one in my hand. Okay.
Here's our winner for the 2 tickets. Here we go.
It's Pete Smollen.
Pete Smollen.
Very well done, Pete.
You might have lost the quiz, Pete, but you won this.
Yeah.
He's pretty lucky.
Some stuff, doesn't he?
He does win some stuff. I don't know.
He cheats at the quiz sometimes.
How's he cheated here, though?
I don't know. Must have put his name in more than once. Nobody's like. There's a thing called Sneaky Pete, isn't it?
Sneaky Pete. Well done, Pete.
Well done, mate.
Well, you're winning, so Pete will be there bringing Jess, hopefully. Yeah. And if you want tickets,
I think he should bring Noah or Caleb. Caleb will be shouting at the thing for the shout out.
He will do. Yeah. Anyway. Fantastic evening. We're going to finish the night by playing Emma's new single "Eyes on Me," and we'll throw the link up in the chat for the tickets. If you want to go and buy some tickets tonight, that would be great. That would be really encouraging. And cheers. Thank you everyone for coming. Nice to see you. We'll be back on next week for another episode, Wednesday night at Finnegan's. Have a good one.
Bye.